Captains. My name is Femennenly, and today I'm joined by...
RadarX.
And what are we doing today?
We're doing Div Day.
What does Div Day mean?
The best day of the week. It means we div with you guys, the community.
I like it. At least we're not diving with the day. Maybe we should change the title on that. It'll be fine. Anyway, guys, it is great to see you here on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. I hope you guys are having fun. How Div Day works is pretty much we start off with a perf game to give everyone a chance to get your messages into. Speaking of which, we'll go ahead and start that game. And pretty much all you have to do is whisper my name in game. That is Femennenly, F-E-M. Actually, Radar, can you spell it? All you have to do is whisper my name in game.
No.
It's right there in front of you.
No, there's a lot of N's and some M's. No. Looks like we may have an audio issue.
An audio issue?
There might be an echo.
Echo.
We may have an audio issue.
An audio issue?
While she is troubleshooting that, I will echo.
An audio issue?
While she is hopefully that is a very quick issue to fix. Today's Div Day, and we are going to hang out with you guys, play some ships in the tiers that you would like to play. So if you want to join us, they need to send you a tell, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So yes, send a tell to Femennenly, F-E-M-E-N-N-E-N-L-Y. So yes, send a
Yeah, guys, we are aware of the audio issues. I am playing with it right now. Yeah, guys, we are aware of the audio issues. I am playing with it right now.
And this is the magic that I don't understand.
Yeah, guys, we are aware of the audio issues. I am playing with it right now. Maybe try this one. Is that any better, guys? Maybe try this one.
If we say the word echo, does it actually echo?
Oh, I know what it is.
Does it actually echo?
We had YouTube echoing.
That's
I know
not.
what it is.
Alright, well, there you go.
Okay, guys.
Sounds
we had
good.
YouTube echoing.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I know.
Alright, well, there you go.
Okay, guys.
Sounds good.
Okay. We should be right as rain now. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, guys, this is NA server. North America, that is what we are, the North American stuff, that is. No, the same still? Oh, it might be on your side. Can you Alt-Tab and see if you've got the streams muted? So right-click at the top and mute stream. The tab, the World of Warships tab. At the very top of the, yeah, across. Left-click. Mute site. No, just the tab in general, yeah. Roll down, mutes up, that one. Okay, let's try that.
What's that?
You don't have YouTube open, do you?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that was on me. Alright. Well,
Ah, yes, not Fem's fault!
man.
Hey guys, guess what? It is not the CV's fault.
Alright, I'll own this one.
Okay, apologies guys. That was a small audio looping because we were watching one of the streams on our computers yesterday. Okay. Let's grab this one. Oh? Go that way.
You good?
Yeah, no, I'm
Alright.
I'm great. I'm just trying to get myself in the right position because we kind of move things around a little bit.
You're playing the Perth. Is this like in celebration of some type of upcoming holiday? Or...
Well, no, we generally speaking like playing the Perth first thing every single day when we do our streams. But there isn't a special event in which the Perth is relevant to. Do you know what it is?
Do I know what it is? Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about it this morning. I believe there's some type of holiday for a country.
It's an island.
Not yet. It is a small island.
It's an island country, but you know we still count. You know, we matter. No, on the 26th of January, it is my homeland's National Day. It is Australia Day, so with this being one of the two Australian ships we have in game, you know, I'm definitely gonna be playing this, busting this out on the 26th in celebration.
So Perth Day.
It is going to be Perth Day on the 26th.
Okay, it'll be your Perth Day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ah, Perth Day. Hey!
Oh, see, you don't even catch it when I do it.
It took me a moment.
Because it never happens.
Yeah, it usually does not happen with you. But considering we only have 2 Australian ships in game, do you have any preferences on another Australian ship you might like to see us include soon, Radar? Or anyone else in chat that day? Or, you know, can you think of any Australia ships?
I honestly cannot.
Wow. That's
Sorry.
That's disappointing. We apparently need to educate Mr.
do.
RadarX on Australian ships.
If you want to talk American ships, you know, we can do that.
Okay, what American ship? If you're going to say you know your American ships...
I know some American ships.
What American ship would you like to see be added into game? 26, more like Invasion Day? Oof.
I would have to think about it. We've got so many good ones in there already.
But do we have your favorite one?
I'm a big fan of the Midway, just because I got to go see it so many times when I was living in San Diego. So yeah.
Well, it's we do have the Midway in game.
We do. So, I mean, I guess I'm good.
Okay. Well, personally, I would love to see the Sydney in game because, well, as a lot of you guys know, that is where I am from. So I'm a big fan of Sydney. So, what is a hot topic of this week for us here at World of Warship? What's the one thing everyone is talking about? It's the one topic we're also a little tired of seeing on the forums.
I don't know what you're talking about. It must be the Alaska.
Must be the Alaska? Well, I was actually talking something a little bit closer to my heart.
Yeah, I know.
He's just like, I just don't want to
talk about it anymore. Talk about it.
Well, we did have several people ask in chat about the CV rework, so we probably should address their questions.
That's probably a thing.
It's not probably a thing, it is definitely a thing. So we had someone in chat earlier ask, what's going to happen to the odd tier CVs? So your 5, 7, and your 9. Do you have any answers on that? Or do you have the official answer before I give you the fem answer?
So obviously I believe the odd tiers, I believe we are going to be removing those. That's correct, right?
Yes.
And we will be providing refunds to folks who have had them.
Yes. I wasn't paying attention when I got sitted up because I got radar in the smoke.
That's not good.
Yeah.
We should do that.
So if you have a tier 5, tier 7, or tier 9 CV in your port, you will be refunded the the credits you used to purchase that ship when they get removed in 8.0. Now with that as well, a lot of you are like, but what about my XP? What's happening with the XP, Radar?
That was a good question. What is happening with their XP?
Oh, it's a good thing I know then. So with XP, guys, you will have the option to trade in your CVs for the XP equivalent that you use to research the various modules and whatnot in it. So say, for example, you only have the tier 4 CV and you unlock that with 1,000 XP. You'll get that 1,000 XP back as free XP, so you can either use it to, for example, to re-unlock the line, or to use it on a different ship if you're no longer interested in playing CVs. So we're giving you a bit of freedom there if you're not a fan of the new CV system, but what do we encourage?
We encourage everyone to try it. When it comes out, we know this is a big change, guys. We know a lot of people are nervous. We know this is a huge, huge change to the game. The development team is actively watching almost everything people are saying about it. And we want to make sure that we put this in as best as possible, and the team is absolutely ready to make adjustments the minute they need to be made.
Exactly. And that also comes with AA balancing. We know on the last iteration of the PTS, there was a lot of concern, a lot of forum posts, a lot of Reddit posts about the current state of AA as exampled within the PTS. That is not going to be final state of anti-air, is it, Mr. Radar?
No. There's still ongoing testing. There's still ongoing discussion. Something to keep in mind is, honestly, very little in our game is ever final. Like, even things that have gone live.
Except for its release date, that was pretty final.
Well, when things are released, sure, but even then, things can be changed after they go live. Adjustments can be made, and, we're just going to do our best with it.
Ooh, got that North Carolina on the side. For sure, guys, as we mentioned in the dev blog, if you need to check out the dev blog, I'm going to drop the link for it here in chat. We do mention that, hey, a lot of the balance changes are going to be made on live server because it's too unfeasible, and it won't be accurately represented if we were to do it on the testing server. So we are aware of that, and as Radar said, we are actively, like every time I look over at your computer, you've got Reddit or the forums open, or both, or one on each screen. So we are definitely keeping an eye on feedback. What we ask of you guys, the players, is the next iteration of PTS, if you're concerned, if you want to add your feedback in, make sure you actually play as well too, because that will give the developers more data to gather from and to make decisions based off of. So definitely do that. In the last one would be, how about the premium? Oh, something happened to you?
I don't check them out. This is how this ship normally sails.
Oh, okay. Well, you've kind of left me a little in the lurch over here, haven't you?
I don't know that I left you in the lurch.
You're like, I think you put yourself in the lurch.
I put myself in the lurch.
Museum collection to show the ships that you got deleted. Oh man, I'd have a lot of DDs in mind then. Last question we'll quickly answer about the CV rework. What about the premiums? Do we know what we're doing with those yet?
I believe we have announced that we will be refunding those. I do not remember the currency that we,
Doubloonies.
It was doubloons, you're right.
Yes.
I believe we announced that a while ago, didn't we?
We did. That was actually announced at Anchor's Way, Anaheim.
Yes, that was a while ago. That's probably why I can't remember.
That's okay.
It feels like a very long time ago, but it was close.
Yes, so if you have a premium CV and you're no longer wanting it after the rework happens, you will be able to exchange it for its doubloon value in game. I'm going to die here. Oh, that covers us on that. I'm just going to reach over real quick and just, if you tilt your web camera up just the slightest bit.
See the actual top of my head?
Yeah, that's good. Right. Okay, cool. There we go. Can I train in my host show? Train what in your host show? Okay, we do have our first division invite, which is going to be Crosby.
Awesome.
Crossies. I don't quite know how to pronounce that. Guys, if you make it into our division, all you have to do is pick a ship and we will match ships to go along with you. What premium sales are gonna, what premium CVs are going to go on sale besides British? We have made no mention, no comment, no indication of the premium CVs coming back at any specific date or which ones, but it's just a chance that, you know, they probably will come back at some point after the rework is completed. So you're just going to have to hang tight on that one for the time being, guys.
Between the British CVs and the CV rework, that's probably a pretty good amount, you know, for right now. So we need to make sure we got that straight. And
ooh, tier 9. We're taking RadarX out of his comfort zone here.
There we are.
Not a tier you commonly like to play, is it?
I still have snowflakes on all. Oh no. No, I can't play that.
Oh, what is that?
I was like, oh, I can play my Missouri, but I probably shouldn't do that.
Why not?
Alright, fine.
We got a we got a Kronstadt, you play the Missouri, I could jump in my Musashi and we could have the free XP division. You know?
I got my Missouri in a Santa box. And you know.
You was the first day the Santa boxes came out.
Yep.
You got a few and it was like, what, your third or fourth box or something?
I've apparently been very good this year. I've only actually played a couple of battles in it.
Us Aussies got no chance on playing an NA server as it goes to the region you live in. Freddie, you are more than able to create a NA server account. A lot of people from Australia play on the North America server. For sure. Also, hey Cammy, great to go. It's going great. How are you doing? Do we know how many CVs will be allowed on each team when 8.0 goes live?
I don't know, do we?
I don't think we do. There are a lot of questions, guys, that, you know, are surrounding CVs and 8.0. We don't want to leave you in the dark, for sure. I know there is probably a portal article coming very soon, probably a little bit closer towards the patch, which will definitely give you all the details that you need to make sure you're tip-top up to date, because things, as Radar mentioned, are still pretty flexible as it is at the moment.
And if not, you know, we always have very detailed patch notes. We do a full article on the website.
And we also do a really cool patch rundown stream.
There's usually a video and a stream as well, where Fem goes through everything that's been changing. And yeah, you guys will definitely have a lot of information to absorb.
Well, we've talked a lot about CVs, but there's another class that earlier this year got a lot of attention. That's submarines.
Submarines were a thing.
They were a thing. Halloween 2018, our new operation for that did involve submarines.
Yes, it did.
Do we have any information about subs at this point?
I don't think we have anything super new.
No.
I know we have stated that we are continuing to work on those. Those have not gone away. It was not a failed experiment.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I think the team is mostly focused on the CV rework because we kind of need to get that.
We kind of need the year of the CV to happen.
Oh, no, you said it.
I was looking for my opportunity.
You said it.
Premium camos, guys, on CVs, they will be refunded in terms of doubloons as well. So don't worry about that. Is there any chance of the CV rework being reworked if it doesn't improve the CV player base? Let's just get one out first before we start talking about another one.
Even once the CV rework hits the live servers, the team is not done. If there needs to be adjustments made, the team will make them.
For sure. We're very forward with, taking on feedback about changes that need to be happened. Such as some of the changes we're making on other ships. We've already notated that the Alaska, Azuma, Kronstadt, and Stalingrad will be having some fire changes as well. Again, guys, all the information about, tweaks and changes coming to various ships in World of Warships can be found where?
You can find them on the dev blog.
Dev blog.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. There's the link in the chat one more time if you need it. Do I have to have the CV purchased to get the refund? If you've researched it, you're good, but if you are after the credit refund, we're not just going to hand out money for free. You would have had to have had it in your port. No, you can't be like, you can't walk up to someone and say, hey, can I have a refund for this shirt that I don't have on me right now?
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, we can't do that. I didn't think so. Okay. What is our plan, Division?
No, I'm just following you guys.
Oh, I thought you were in front. No.
No, that's Crisis.
Okay. We're good. Nothing really to shoot. Looks like they've got a bit of a strong force. 2 battleships and 2 cruisers heading down in towards A, but, we've got, well, with us 3, it will be 6 heading that way. So I think we're okay to keep heading this way for the time being. Will we get a map anytime soon? New map anytime soon? We have a load of development staff in St. Petersburg, all working on different things. There are different departments for ships, for maps. Do you remember when we went and saw the map department during CC Summit?
I do. Cool. Yeah, you actually do. I'm sure you very well remember that we do have a team that works specifically on maps, and they haven't stopped working. So, yes, I think you can expect new maps in the future and more balance changes to existing maps. Yeah, that's something that we did see a lot in 2018. Was a lot of the maps in circulation did get tweaked, in some cases more than once. One recently that was a big pain point for a lot of players was Okinawa, with that with that enclosed A cap causing a lot of teams to stress up there. But a lot of the maps now, are starting to become more and more balanced and needing less changes, and that will allow the map department to free up and actually start working on some new maps as well. So hopefully, we will see new maps into rotation soon. Yeah. Gotta have the TM. Yes, you do.
Alabama turned out. Feels bad, man. Oh, wow, the Hindenburg's right there. Didn't even see him.
He's a thing, too.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Now he's not. Will the Saipan down to tier 6? I'm not quite... do you know anything that's happening specifically to the premiums beyond the fact that there's an option for a refund with 8.0?
We're talking about the CV still, correct?
Yeah, we've gone back to that.
No, I don't have any additional information.
No, I don't either, guys. Again, you're gonna just have to keep an eye out on the homepage closer to their release for more detailed information. Unfortunately, we just don't have it all to get to you right here, right now. But as soon as we do, we do release it really well. Let's keep checking. How are you going, guys? Well, unfortunately, we did lose. Wow, I just got that island a message. So, remember, guys, today is the day. If you have questions for us on pretty much any topic, we're definitely going to do our very best to answer them as much as we can. So, if you've got them, ask them. Now, in terms of events, World of Warships North America just announced we will be attending a particular event. Do you know what event that is?
Oh, we're attending an event? Yes, we will be going to PAX South. Not this weekend, but I believe next.
Yep. 19th through 18th through 20th of January, PAX South in San Antonio, Texas. Radar, myself, Mr. iCammy, aka Cammy Samurai, and BTED72 will be in attendance. You can also check out the social medias if you're not going to be able to make it there, as we will have full coverage, and if you'd like to check those out, there they are in the chat as well. Will we ever see the alt-tier CV back after they were removed? Given how much time, resources, and energy in terms of dev staff were used to originally model those ships, create those ships, I really don't foresee us throwing that completely away. It's a high chance, you know, we'll bring them back in, say, like an alternative branch, or release them down the line as something completely else. It's up to, there's lots of possibilities, but we're not going to just go, you know, and hit the delete button on the odd tier CVs.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time making those, so we will definitely use them.
In one way or another, you know? Do you know when the Alaska is set to be released?
No. I know when soon. TM.
Soon, TM. But beyond that, no. Oh man, this Alaska, this South, St. Louis is almost waiting for me to come around this corner. But I'm also waiting for him to do the same thing. Because he wants to torpedo me and I just want to shoot him. It's one Citadel. Hopefully someone finishes him before he gets the torpedoes off of me.
And I'm hitting me with them too.
Oh, you're right behind me.
I'm right next to you. Nope, he's going for you.
Yeah.
You'll pay a hefty price.
Ooh. I'm glad you got him before he turned around, because that... Otherwise, that would have not been nice for me. But that's good. Now that we've cleared out him, we can kind of actually push forward onto this Alabama and this Jean Bart, and actually start working on the stuff that's going to be coming around the mountain at the north side of the map soon. We don't want to be hanging out here for too long.
No, I agree with that.
Now, I know this was before your World of Warships time.
Yes.
But do you, or have you seen any documentation on the bathtub mode?
I have heard many, many stories between the bathtub mode. No, I was not actually playing World of Warships at the time, so I have not actually seen it beyond a video.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounded kind of amazing.
So, the bathtub mode was it was an April Fool's event for 2016. And it was essentially a load of cartoon-esque boats, and we were in a big bathtub, and, you know, you were trying to shoot the other ones using stars. It was a lot of fun. Can we bring it back? Do you reckon we could nudge Sub-Octavian to let us bring it back?
We can certainly ask. It does sound amazing. I would love to see it, even if it were outside April Fools. It may be in a special mode.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, given the modes we've released in 2018, the team's clearly open to doing different things.
Oh, for sure. Okay, we need to try and focus on Jean Bart a little bit, as well as trying to finish off the Alabama that's kind of runs the background over there. Because I am getting absolutely destroyed by secondaries right now. I'm going to try and angle a little more effectively. See if that works.
Yeah, I think he's done.
Nice. That ghost is toast. We need a Captain Elena.
That's been, you know, that comes up from time to time.
If you could have any one person in like history, fiction, whatever, to become a captain in World of Warships, I think I'm gonna regret asking this.
You probably will, because
but what is it?
Because Kimmy and I have a regular conversation of what celebrities we'd like to see, you know, as a captain.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was the year of David Hasselhoff.
Oh boy.
This year
that's because Baywatch got released, wasn't it?
Maybe, I don't know, but we've been talking about Don Johnson as a possibility. And see, that's gonna predate you and probably some other people, but you know, Kimmy seems very excited about it. I like to be supportive of my team, so you know.
Okay. Oh. Oh no, not the torpedoes.
Oh yeah, torpedoes are happening. That's probably gonna be it for me.
Oh, keep turning, keep turning. You only ate one. I unfortunately ate another one. That silly Kitakazi somewhere in front of us. Not much we can do because unfortunately, like, we don't have. Oh man, it's us against the world right now. I just realized that.
Yeah.
All of our team are up north.
Yeah, our team is up.
Suffered an unfortunate fate. We'll put it that way, right?
Right now, I think it's a matter of when, not if.
No, when, not if. Wow. Come on, have some confidence in yourself.
No, I do. I'm excited I've lived this long.
I'm honestly surprised I didn't get like a Star Trek reference. That was half of what I was expecting from you, to be honest with you.
Sorry.
No? Okay. Well, we have some other people in chat suggesting a few people for Captain. Captain Jack Sparrow, Mr. T.
Mr. T came up. Mr. T did come up. We obviously can only suggest this to the development team. These are
and they usually tell us no.
Yeah. And then we say, we pity the fool. He doesn't choose.
We pity the fool who denies Mr. T. Oh man, that goes me down too. Well, Proz, you're doing a lot better than us. Thank you for that round with us. We'll see you around. Okay, who is next? We've got If I Were You. Let's bring you on in. Oh, they're in battle, so we'll pick the next person instead. Yeah. Actually, it might help if I remove the person from the division to begin with. There we go. Now, if I were you, what's one thing I would change? I'd definitely pay Femennenly more money.
Wow. Okay. Well, if you were me,
what would you do if you were me?
You would spend less time on your hair per day. Just telling you, you'd have more free time.
Dude, it took me 5 minutes to do my hair this morning.
I guarantee it took me less than that. Just saying. It's extra time.
I don't know if I could pull off your hairstyle.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Kevin, pick us a ship and we will match your tier. Oh boy, Cammy's in chat. Cammy says, radar, radar, radar.
Yep, that is a thing that we do. That is a thing we do.
What I want from CV rework is to tweak all of the AA defense for ships, including tier 10 now.
Oh man.
It's okay, you just stay behind me. It worked pretty well last time. Did it not?
It did.
I thought I had him on too. No, I don't think I.
Alright, so this is pretty embarrassing, but I don't have a tier 10 ship, so I'm gonna play tier 9.
Okay, we can accept that. That's okay. Apparently, I'm doing my journalist voice.
Are you?
Apparently. A lot of people say do I sound different when I stream versus to when I'm hanging out in the office? What would you say?
No, you're definitely different. Obviously when you come on a stream, you have to, project more and be more energetic, enthusiastic, which is why you have to push me to, be more enthusiastic when I come in here. But, because, I'm a little more laid back.
You're a little less hyper energetic.
Exactly.
So what that says to me is I need to give you a can of Red Bull in the morning. You're like, oh gosh, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bouncing off the walls.
No. Plus, if I drink the Red Bull, that isn't even for you. And
they didn't restock it this week, so there's none in the fridge.
Oh, man.
I'm going to have to bring it from home.
Oh, no.
Wow, I really feel your pity there.
I've got my own first world problems, okay?
Okay. So guys, if you're wondering, drops are still definitely available. If you're watching on Twitch, every hour that you watch here on Twitch, you get a chance of earning yourself a Twitch container, which comes full of goodies, like more credits, because we all need more credits, except for me.
Do. Well, yes. People like you do not need more credits, but most people do.
Some flags, and usually some consumable items. I kind of sound like the receptionist from the movie Office Space, says Paul Daigle.
The corporate accounts payable speaking. This is Nina. Just a moment.
I don't know the movie.
Yeah, it predates you a little bit, but yes, I know exactly what they're talking about.
Cosmic Brandon says, would you be willing to try Alpha Strike instead of Dot Strike for CV and public test? What do you mean by that? Because Alpha Strike usually refers to just the sheer, like, doing high amounts of damage for certainty, whereas Dots is obviously damage over time. You couldn't, that's a big complaint we have with, I'm sorry to say this, Raider, and please don't hit me with it, but that's an issue we have with the Graf Zeppelin at the moment, in that its Alpha Strike power is so high that it upsets a lot of people.
Oh, we're not allowed to say that word. No GZ.
Cammy says, World of Warships wishes for 2019. Bring back Tragic loss.
We do miss Tragic, but she's still here in the office. She has moved on to, I can say better, but different things.
Different.
Yeah.
Just different, not better.
Where she is thriving, and we still get to say hi to her, and
I still pop by her office and be annoying.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's fine. Can someone explain to me, how is it that an aircraft carrier has 4 hunting squads? It does seem a disadvantage in the game. Well, Walter CA, as part of the CV rework, that is going to be addressed. If you haven't checked it out yet, for example, go to YouTube, check out some of the community contributors, as they've done lots of videos on the new CV rework that is being released in 8.0. Speaking community contributors, what's happening on NA with community contributors at the moment?
I believe you just have done a round of applications.
Yes, applications are open for January. So if you are an NA-based content creator, that is if you're playing on the NA server, you can definitely put your application in to have a chance of becoming a CC. Please note that obviously we are looking for people who are already making content. You can't be a community contributor if you're not contributing stuff.
We actually contribute first, and then
if it's good and the community likes you, you know, we're down to working with you. But if you would like to have a closer look at that, I'll drop the link for you for that in chat right now.
So Terry CU is actually very busy working on a lot of our social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. She's very busy. In fact, she was just in here helping us pushing some buttons a few minutes ago.
She pushed some buttons because I forgot which buttons they were to push.
So yeah, she is actively still working with us, and
yeah, she's just got other responsibilities and isn't as easy to pull away from them as what Radar is.
Yes, I clearly have less important things to do. So here I am.
I mean, I like having you here. It's nice being in this room, not by myself.
Well, no, it's nice being in here.
Okay, so looking at this map layout, besides these, the Khabarovsk and the Kitakazi we have on this side, it does look like majority of their team has started to push the other way. So what we can really do is probably actually push across A and start heading towards the more B area, because otherwise we're just going to get stuck out here chasing destroyers, and no one particularly likes doing that.
Follow you, check.
Well, I mean, I'm going the wrong way at the moment, so...
Okay, don't
Because I had to loop this island before I can move in. Quintax, we are addressing a lot of the pain points. We are, you know, acknowledging a lot of the pain points and feedback that players are saying about the current state of rework. It is not by any means like set in stone, this is how it's going to be from here on out. We are still tweaking bits and pieces. So just be patient with us. You know, we're not ignoring you guys. There's just a lot of feedback to go through, and making sure that we get the feedback to the right people to make sure that the right changes are made for, you know, all players involved, not just, you know, the CV mains or the anti-CVs, you know? Because you're gonna, I mean, the main point of the rework is to establish a better balance between the ship types and the other ship types. Well, I just did a really good nuking of that Cleveland. We're gonna be careful because the Kitakazi is in this cap too.
Our torpedoes everywhere.
Well, you know, once they've gone past you, a few more can't come for a few moments. Okay. Without naming the ships, do we know the total ships due out this year or next year?
How many did we put out last year?
Last year was 20 premiums, not including free XP, not including coal ships. How do I know? Because I had that 4-hour marathon of playing them all.
Yep. So
we had 20 premium ships that were not free XP boats last year.
We clearly have the ability to put out that many ships.
Yeah, so total ships, including the free XP ones, was probably about 25.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah, my guess would probably be around, you know, somewhere between 20 and 25. And that's also not including tech tree ships. Last year, tech tree ships, we did the cruiser split, we did French battleships, we did English DDs.
A lot.
There were several lines last year, all of which I can't quite remember the names of, but you know, we can push out ships. There are a lot of people working on ships and ships balancing to get ships released, so yes, a lot. Joe Bosco, can you re-ask your question? Just make sure you tag World of Warships because it makes it easier for me to see it. Pretty please. Any chance of officially supporting the game on Linux?
That is not in our current plans. Right now, our standard game requirements are kind of what they are. If you were able to play, obviously we're going to continue supporting that. But otherwise, I don't believe at this time there is any big push to make a Linux direct support system.
Yeah, it's not something we have on our roadmap currently. I don't necessarily know how many of our players have that request because I don't actually know anyone who runs Linux for a casual gaming computer.
Wait, you turned around.
Yeah, I did.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, I popped back. Well, there's nothing for me to shoot if I run away.
I know. I saw you turning, and then I kind of forgot about you until I ran.
How could you forget about me?
Well, I didn't forget about you as a person. I forgot about your boat.
No, Cosmic Brandon, because that would become too overpowered. Now that I understand your question, I don't foresee us doing that. Just took 11k off the Conker dumped him on the Conks. Well, there'll be no way to extend AA range in 8.0. Guys, as we mentioned, 8.0, we've only done one round of PTS for it. You know, there's still chance and time for us to make changes as it's not due to release still for a little while. So just hang tight, guys.
Give us time. Give us time.
Give us time. Mike asks, are you going to offer a free captain respec with the CV when the CV rework drops? Maybe. Again, guys, some of these questions are going to be definitely answered as part of a portal article closer to the patch date. As you can see, with like in the past when we've done sorts of things like this, it has very commonly occurred, and we always make sure we inform you of it through articles on the portal. So definitely just keep an eye out on your local homepage. For example, actually, I don't have a button for that. Never mind. worldofwarships.com, worldofwarships.eu, worldofwarships.asia, and worldofwarships.ru. Okay?
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Let the devs know the support for Congo 1914 battlecruiser coming back from the game in some way or form. We have a massive document, don't we, of ship ideas for premiums, for tech trees, for pretty much everything.
Ship creation is a very complicated process. Goes through a lot of steps. There's a ton of ideas. You know, something.
And the process of how we actually pick what ships get made.
Yeah, and honestly, and it horrible to sound, like ideas are the easy part. Like actually executing on them, making sure we pick the right ship, how to balance it, things like that. It's very complicated. It requires a lot of work and a lot of folks to be involved.
So yes, we can pass on ideas and stuff, but typically the development team has a pretty strong idea of what they're hoping to achieve and what ships they're after to release. But we can always pass on ideas. The best place to actually put these sorts of suggestions is in the forum. That way they're easily documented for us to reference and, you know, actually show that there is player support for one thing or another. Aw, 4 pens, 19k up the curve first. I'm gonna reverse that because of course we've got the Shimakaze over there throwing peas this way. I'm very poorly angled right this second. Try again. First here. On that side. Are mods available in the Steam version? I'm not sure, I'm sorry. If anyone plays the Steam version and can answer that, please let the chat know.
God, we win? With me on the team?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we won!
Yes!
It happens!
Magic.
How do you look paler than before when you went? I got very sunburnt on my legs from sitting in the sun for 10 minutes. Thank you for playing with us, Kevin. I hope you enjoyed your game. Good victory. Let's pick up the next person. If I were you, is ready now. Invite you in. Perfect. And guys, if you would like to division with us, all you have to do is give me a whisper in-game FEMENNENLY, and we will just pick you up in the order that you arrive in my chat messages. Anyway, I know any tips for playing the Tier 9 German battleship at range? I find the guns rather poor. German battleships are kind of known for, do you know what they're known for?
No, I do not.
They're known for, they don't have the best, they don't have, ooh, Tier 8 with a CV. They don't have the best dispersion, and that is more noticeable at range. If you're looking to play, you know, a more range-based ship, you're going to want to start looking more American or more Japanese. Both German and French battleships do better closer up. They have very high-hitting secondaries. So that would be my recommendation is... Oh man, what do I feel like playing? What are you going to play, Radar?
I'm going to play the Massachusetts.
Oh, that's a good ship. For something different, I'm going to play the Cossack. I don't usually play destroyers because I usually die pretty quickly in them, but we're going to give it a go. I took you out of your comfort range, so I'm going to take me out of mine.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. What was I going to say? Completely lost my train of thought.
You're talking about German battleships.
Yeah, German battleships. German battleships are known for their secondaries, and they are also known for their questionable dispersion at range. So really, you can't play that ship from range because you'll just find the further you are away, your shots will just go everywhere. So they are definitely more closer up ships. Okay. Let's keep... you might be... This one's one I actually don't know the answer to. Why does NA get the New Year's dress-up camo marathon when Asia didn't?
So for the most part, a lot of the promotions and events we do, they are global. They are for everyone. A recent example is the camo contest for the Leningrad. You know, we want to include everybody. From time to time, you're going to see smaller, very random events that run on different regions to accomplish different purposes. But, you know, whenever possible, we're going to include anybody, everybody, all in the same way. And it should be very rare when you see something like that.
Yeah. No one wants to play CVs, not even staff. I'm a CV main. I have an ungodly amount of games in a CV.
We actually try and discourage her from playing CVs.
I'm not allowed to play them at work.
Because she hurts other people.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, that is the case. Dasha captains will... how do you get them? Dasha captains were available... when was it?
Oh, it's
7.6? 7.8?
Yeah, it was somewhere around the summer.
Yeah.
Late summer.
They were a captain you could purchase, or they were available in the arsenal. Unfortunately, they're not in either at the moment, but they may come around again, so just keep an eye out on the portals for information on that if they are to be released again at some point.
We don't like to make content we don't reuse. So.
Yeah, exactly. There's very little we have loaded.
There is a good chance there will be another opportunity to purchase them, potentially in the future.
Alternate energy. Please refer to the next message I'm throwing in chat right now. Earlier someone asked about the Missouri. Currently, guys, we have no plans to bring her back as a purchasable / earnable ship in game, such as through free XP or otherwise. She did make a debut briefly for Santa Crates, as she was available in that, but after the Santa Crates get removed, we do not have any plans at this stage to bring her back in or any other way. Speaking of the Missouri being removed, we should also mention again that the Kronstadt and the Musashi are going to be no longer available till...
Ever, right?
They're being removed to be able to be purchased from Free XP here at 8.0, but they are being moved into super containers
That's right.
Along with actually the Missouri as well. So if you're interested in one of those ships, you'll be able to get them through those means, super containers essentially.
That is correct. Yes, they are going into the containers, so you will be able to earn them in a different way. You still have a little time left. If you're close, you still have time to grab them. Krigor, I love that idea. Absolutely should do that.
What's Krigor's idea?
Can I have a RadarX captain for my U.S. Raider cruiser, maybe a Kami Samurai on a Fuso? I'm okay with this.
Does that mean I can have a captain?
Sure, if you want to pick one ship.
I'll be the Hakadu captain.
Alright. I'm okay with this, but I can also say that because these are not my decisions.
Okay. Oh, Hassan, essentially pretty much, we have a whole department that works on maps. Oh man, you turned him away from me there if I were you. We have a whole department that works on maps development and adjustment. You know, we're always planning new content, and of course maps are inclusive of that. We just don't have a, hey, we're gonna release them on this day system for you. Will the Musashi be removed from the arsenal as well? Yes. It will be removed from being able to be obtained in any way that it was previously obtained.
Ship will still be available in its
super containers.
Super container ships.
Yeah, that's where you want to go if you want to get yourself one of those ships now. Hey, DJ Angel, good to see you. That's the thing. If they were to make me a captain, they really like. What nation do you put it under?
Sorry, it's gotta be American.
But I'm not American.
You're with us. You're American by
But
proxy.
it's out of my 3 backgrounds. It's the only one I don't have a citizenship for.
Well, that's a different conversation.
She has to say crikey a lot. I don't say crikey a lot.
You do occasionally do some. You went full Australian the other day, and
Oh,
Tammy
yeah.
and I had to stop you and tell you those weren't words in America.
I did.
It was fine once you explained it.
Yeah, I used a few colloquialisms that a lot of people aren't necessarily familiar with.
Yes, it sounded like Cockney, and that's okay. But I didn't speak it.
Okay, hopefully getting a torpedo on the Iowa on his. Ah, no. Oh, maybe this one on the front? Yeah, one on the front. What? We'll take that. That counts. Would be nice if he had caught on fire, but he didn't. Okay, so this Iowa has repaired, so if anyone has shots on him with HE. If I were you, I'm looking at you. If I were you, I'd get him on fire. British and Commonwealth? I could see that. I could see that. Okay. I actually, so C Joton says we should actually do some ships, like the sister ships for the Vampire. I actually went to the Vampire, which is in Darling Harbour, Sydney, when I was in Australia for holidays recently.
Oh, that's right, you did. You sent us a picture of the Vampire.
I did. I sent multiple pictures of multiple things.
It became a real ship to me, because I had never seen a real picture of it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pop my smoke and try and hide my detection on me, because I've kind of gone a little further than where I'd like to.
Oh yeah, you overextended a little bit.
Nah, man,
That's a radar right there.
I just did stuff. Oh, look, this person's got the special Helena camo. The community-designed Helena camo on her.
I remember that. We had a contest for that.
We did. Okay, how are we going? We're 3 ships down to 1, which is not great. We're also down on caps, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around to the bottom of B and try and cap that out, because our other Fletcher is in runaway mode.
Fine. I'm keeping 3 ships busy, so I'm doing my job.
Yeah, I'd say you're doing pretty well there. Keep it up. Proud of you. Okay. I think my torpedoes are going to run out before I get to the curb. He did. Okay. It's okay. I might actually kind of go play frenzies with this Alabama who's trying to get back into B, because he doesn't have a lot of places to go. Greetings out of Germany. Hi, Germany! RadarX also says hello.
Hello! From Germany. It's late there. Couldn't stay up too late.
But you're happy. We're fine if you want to watch us. Like,
But yeah, if you're gonna be up late, why not watch us?
we're friendly-ish people.
You qualified that.
Huh?
You qualified that.
Yeah. What site am I using? This is Static Reticle number 7. If you would like this reticle, all you have to do is go into your settings, select the controls tab, and from there select crosshair button, and then choose static reticle and number 7.
No song? Wow, okay.
Look, they didn't say anything about singing it. Tragic's not here to throw me under the bus on that one.
Okay. No, I'm good.
I know you wouldn't do it because I'd turn it around and try and get you to do it.
Yeah, no, we know how that would turn out.
Okay. Let's keep going. So, hopefully I'll be able to cap this without too much contest because ideally we really need a second cap. It was announced that we would be getting the Udachi in the game on the Wargaming Japan stream. What can you tell us about it? How much poi can we expect? Nothing I can tell you about her just yet, besides the fact that yes, she is currently in testing. You'll see that some of the CCs have recently had her. But that's about all I can really say at this moment. No details on how we intend to release her, when we intend to release her, or otherwise at this moment.
We can confirm there is poi available, though.
There is definitely poi available. In large quantities. Poi? Will you poi for us?
No.
No poi?
No.
Why not?
I think you can poi enough for both of us.
I thought you were trying to increase engagement and interactivity.
In my own way. I'm branching out.
Aw, man. I don't think my torpedo's gonna hit. He went straight through the middle of the two.
I gotta be honest, I don't like our chances.
What's wrong with our chances?
I'm just looking at the score.
Okay. I mean, oh, okay, yeah, now I see the issue. Well, I mean, I can't be I've capped 2 now.
Oh, you can't win the game by yourself.
No,
It's a team effort.
Yes. Okay, Lion's on fire. Let's now try the Bama. Okay, if I were you, I got the Alabama on fire.
He's moving way too fast.
That's right. I mean, I got the Leon on fire, I should say. Okay, Alabama is now also on fire.
Leon.
Oh, now I have no detections. Okay, Leon is back on fire. I've got 15 seconds until our torpedoes back up. Oh, my smoke just went down. Help me, please. Being chased out of this cap pretty much. But we did just manage to gain 200 points from somewhere on catching up.
We did something. Not sure what it was, but...
And the Alabama did not see my torpedoes until hopefully too late. Try and break detection. Broke detection. Something got the Alabama down. Whew! I'm alive.
There you go.
Not by much, but I'm alive. I got 400 points to play with. I'm still being chased by the Leon. This is not good at all.
I don't like your chances.
Oh, man. Well, I did 80k damage. How did you go?
Not 80k.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say.
You don't want to say?
I still have a lot to learn in my higher tier games.
Okay, that's fine. We can be okay. When can we expect to see Captain Jingles enter the game, and how can we get him with our fleet?
That is currently in process. Obviously, you know, when we are creating a commander, we need to, you know, take images. They have to be rendered. They have to be put into the game. We have
Voice
to test
lines
the
recorded.
commander. Somebody's got to put in the skills. It's a whole process, but we are aware. There are folks working on it.
Okay, Brody Plays Games YouTube. We are inviting you to Division. Come on, and insect.
Insect?
Insect.
We're gonna insect. Okay, let's do it.
Come on and accept our Division request, and we'll get into game with you. Who is Captain Jingles? So Dr. Wigglespank, back end of last year, we did a contest between all the community contributors about getting to be essentially a commander in World of Warships. And Mr. Jingles won that competition. It was called The Ring. You can check it out on the YouTube channel, which I'm going to drop the social medias again. So if you need to do that, you can click the YouTube channel there. Brody, it doesn't look like you're here, so I'm going to skip you and grab someone else. We don't want to be sitting in port for too long. Let's take Pack 2, 303. So yeah, it's going to take a bit of time. And of course, Jingles needs to fly to Russia to get it done too, so...
It's an entire process. I
Yeah.
mean, making games requires a lot of work. There's a lot involved. And yeah, it's just going to take some time.
Yeah.
No, we don't have an exact date. We'll obviously announce it because who doesn't want Jingles as a commander? I do.
I don't have an objection to Jingles as a commander, but I don't think we've worked out how we're gonna make him available yet. But it'll probably be something fun.
Yep.
Not sure yet though. Okay, we do have Pacto. What would you like to play? When are we going to announce the release date for Alaska? The day that Alaska gets released is the announce date. We typically don't announce ship release dates ahead of time. Another tier 10. Just because. In case we need to move them for one reason or another, such as a last-minute change or insert other reasonable reason here. There's a lot of factors that go into when we need to release and when we do release ships, and the last thing we want to do is, hey, we're going to release it on this date, then be like, sorry guys, lol jokes, not happening. Oh, you do have a tier 10.
I found a tier 10. This is literally my only tier 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie, I don't remember how I got it.
It was probably for Clan Wars you needed one.
No, because I still have the rental ones in there. I legitimately own the Moscow. I don't know why. So, I will figure that out at some point.
What's roughly? Why are you not enjoying the stream? What can we do better to engage you as a viewer? Should I buy the Nilsson or keep investing XP into a commander? I don't like the Nilsson because I think it's an ugly boat, so I'm the wrong person to ask this.
Whoa!
I don't like how it looks.
Whoa!
Like, it's got everything in the back of the ship. It feels like it should tilt down into the ocean.
That's gonna hurt its feelings.
It's a good thing I don't care about its feelings.
Sensitivity training for you. Got it.
Wow.
Whatever you want more. The Nelson or, XP commander. Commander you can move around. That will give you more flexibility. Like, you move around a commander.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me personally, I would invest more XP into a commander because I can use it in different places. The Nelson is the Nelson.
Yeah.
You get it when you get it.
Yeah, it's at the moment it's not going anywhere. I don't think we have any plans to remove it, so no heavy rush on picking her up at the moment, too. But if you guys have the Nilsson in chat, give our buddy a hand out. Help iRobertson10 if you have opinions about what he should do. Throw them in chat and we'll try and help him out as a collective. Is there a plane on the Kamikaze in-game? Kamikaze planes? No, Skyblock HD. We do not have Kamikaze planes in-game. That is due to multiple reasons. Main one is, sensitivity. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah. Here's a mur. I thought that was directed at me and I was like, wow, that's a bit rude.
What?
This comment here. But no, he's talking about the Nelson.
See, it's hurtful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you know how the Nelson feels.
Hey, Hellsparrow, how are you doing? Someone did ask a question. Paul Dangle, what is your question? I'm now actively looking for your name to come out and for your question, because I've missed it. And guys, please remember, we have 2 chats going at the moment, one for Twitch, one for YouTube. While both of us are watching them, sometimes it is a little bit harder for us to see particular questions coming to us, or if we've already answered a question, we will skip it sometimes. But if you @ World of Warships, it does make it easier for us to identify and to visually see the questions as they do pop up red.
And yes, as she said, we're not going to avoid questions. We will answer.
Never intentionally.
We will flat out tell you that we can't answer the question.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, it's just we didn't see the question. Okay, so we do have a thunderstorm in this map. Thunderstorms are now currently available on 3 maps. and it is this moving circle moving in across the map, as you'll see here. Oh, look at this! Yakazuki smoked me. That's nice of him. And what it does do is it makes it considerably harder to view your enemies in the smoke. Within the thunderstorm. Okay, so I'm gonna move away from the Yakazuki smoke and try and get in a better position to actually sit in this captive rather than from capping it out. Oh, yes! I killed one.
Wow, I saw that.
That was Shimakaze Torps onto a Benson. That'll work. Okay, military knows you call them ship. A boat is an insult to these fine specimens or nautical masterpieces. Definitely not intended to be insensitive. You know, colloquialism terminology.
It is, you know, it is.
It's a game. You know.
Boat's a common word. I mean, it's. If I were in the Navy, yes, this would probably be something I never did, but.
And you also have to look at intention. Do you think we're calling them boats because it's upsetting or to upset someone? No, it's it's just kind of what comes out naturally. We'd never intentionally offend or upset anyone. It just kind of happens. Arsenal has made things complicated. I'm considering playing the Jean Bart, but I'm sure there'll be new cold ships in the near future. We always, there's always new content moving in and out of the arsenal. Typically speaking, when we decide to remove a ship, we will make sure it is announced ahead of time, so that you guys know how much time you had to get your hands on it beforehand. Such as like we did announce that Kronstadt and Musashi are going to no longer be available as of 8.0. So, yeah, if you want the Jean Bart and you've got the coal, go for it, because you will have more time to save up more coal for the next ship. And that's one thing, when we put a ship in the arsenal, it doesn't disappear quickly. It's not going to go overnight, sort of thing. Nope. You always have time to collect.
It stays in the arsenal for quite a while. We want to give everyone an opportunity to earn something.
Mm-hmm. Are they ever going to tweak radar for just line of sight? I don't believe we have any upcoming plans on that just yet, but we're always looking at better ways to balance the game and make the game more comfortable and fair between all ship classes and ship types. Any plans to offer different Tier 7 free XP ships? Yes. I don't know. I mean, it's not something we've adamantly say, hey, we're not doing this. It just hasn't happened yet. I guess. I don't really know. Yeah, we anything we say and everything we do is never with the intention. Ooh, one torpedo on the Musashi. So he's now repaired. He has now repaired. So you're good to set him on fire if you want to try. Okay. He's fresh without that damn coal. When will the Musashi be pulled from the arsenal? 8.0. On the release of.
Is the plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that was announced during the last patch notes too. So we've given you plenty of time to pick her up, to grind your coal and whatnot, so that you can get her. Man, this thunderstorm is moving slow. Radar! Oof! You're barely hanging on.
I know. It's almost over. Just what last bit I can get in there.
Happen BR. Good thing is teams are still pretty even, except for they've lost majority of their destroyers, which obviously gives us a little bit more map control and map flexibility. Will there be more ships for steel coming?
Of course.
Of course, guys. We're always developing the.
Steel is still a fairly new currency, and we have. Wow, what happened there?
I ate 2 torpedoes because I couldn't speed up in time.
Okay.
It's okay. I played better than what I usually play Destroyer. Latest videos on Rarefied Terramate? Yes, Magic 8.0. Okay, who is next? Thank you, Alpaco. Paco. Pac2. I hope you have better luck without us. Sorry we were not the teammates you wanted. Okay. Invite noobiest of noobs.
Oh, see, maybe I have a chance.
Yeah. Maybe if they play low tiers.
If you are more of a noob than I am, maybe you can help me look good.
Paddock, I had a question. No, Pef stream. Paddock, I can confirm off stream with Radar about that, but I know during a lot of those streams we'll do both prizes for the actual ships and we'll do prizes for containers as well. It could be the case that you were just one of the winners of the containers and not the actual ship. I can go back and check that tomorrow, however. Just, I already see you've left us a whisper, so I'll keep an eye out. I'll work that out tomorrow. Tier 7!
Oh, I can do Tier 7.
Little more up your alley. A little less up mine.
Oh, we know what I'm going to play Tier 7.
Oh, boy. You're gonna play... Yeah. Well, I'll play something different. I'll play the Nueva de Julio, our first Pan America ship.
It's my favorite ship. I'm sorry.
Okay. Nueva, Belfast, and Colorado. Has there been ever talk of some way to bring World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Warplanes? Not WA. WOWP together in one big game?
I think that would be a massive undertaking.
And then the amount of balance issues you'd have, map issues.
It would almost require making a new game. Like, it would be a new game. The undertaking that would require, I mean, the games are in different engines, there's different content. How do you make the maps? How do you make them balanced? Yeah, it sounds like an amazing idea. I'm not sure how it would be.
Yeah, conceptually you think about it and be like, oh, this would be so cool, but then practically you're like, how would that work?
Yes.
Because even like other kind of war game style titles that, you know, have those three elements, you know, ships, tanks, and planes. I'm thinking like Battlefield, COD, where you can control different bits for different times. Usually it's very staged in that you use a battleship for one section, you know, you're on the ground for another, then a tank, and then maybe a plane.
Yep. These are three entirely different games.
Yeah.
Completely different mechanics.
And, I mean, tanks plays really, really fast. Ships plays considerably slower.
Yes.
There's so many factors that would come into trying to balance that ooh, the headache. Yeah, happy to. Again, Paul, sorry for missing your question previously. It's never intentional, just sometimes we miss them between the two chats. Is a chat or rework plan less spam would be enjoyable? As in the hotkeys? As actually Sub Octavian noted in his Anchors Away Anaheim presentation, they are working on a fix or a... Yeah, they're working on a fix for the F key spam. So that is on our roadmap as announced by Sub Octavian.
We've actually been looking through how our chat is moderated and chat bans and things like that. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Obviously, we've talked a little bit about on Reddit, a little bit on the forums, but we are aware of some of the pain points that we're seeing, and it's not being ignored.
Yeah. Paddock, I already replied to you. It may have been the case that you only want a box in that stream, because I know on those sorts of streams we sometimes do both ships and boxes. But I can double check on that stream later this evening or later tomorrow, and I will message you over Twitch when I haven't had a look. Yeah. Oh, we're being helloed in chat. Ooh. Yeah. And so yeah, guys, we spend a lot of time on the forums, don't we?
We spend a few minutes, yeah.
Yeah, understatement of the year, but yeah, a few minutes. So typically, if a complaint is made on the forum and there's enough player, agreement on it, we do take it up. One thing that a lot of players don't recognize is just because you've said something on the forum and we say, hey, yeah, we're going to take this up, doesn't mean we're going to have a response or a hot fix or anything the next day. Development of fixing stuff for issues and whatnot can take, depending on the complexity, depending on the demand, depending on kind of its ranking in terms of neediness. Sometimes it can take a lot of time before we're able to implement it into the game. So just because, we say, oh yeah, we take it up, and then nothing happens for a while, does not say that, you know, it's not going to happen at all. It just, these things take time, and, you know, the reason we like taking time on things is to make sure that we do it correctly, you know?
Absolutely. You know, and to provide maybe a little bit of transparency into what we do, you know, what community managers do, you know, specific tasks that Cammy and I spend time every day doing. We actually do a report where we go through and we identify the most talked about forum topics, most talked about Reddit topics. We go through, we identify everything you're saying, what the sentiment is, what people want, what people are saying, and wow, I got erased pretty quickly.
Oh wow, you got blacked.
Yeah. All right. That was an old one better games.
And you were in your favorite ship too.
I know. I'm a little heartbroken right now.
Oh, well, that's okay. Gives you more chance to talk to chat.
So yeah, we actually do reporting every single day, where we go through and we pull out, you know, the most talked about issues. We do some analysis on what players think, what their pain points are, what their concerns are, what you're saying, and we make sure that that's available to anyone over on the development team who wants to understand. You know, especially this is done, you know, in each region as well. So sometimes the feedback from the North American side will be slightly different from the European side or the Asian side, and all three of these teams, you know, create these reports to make sure that the development team has a full 360 view of a particular
concerns,
topic.
pain points. Yeah. Rockwell Tori asks, why are the ones being updated January 25th, 2019, but the 25 off ship? Because we only give out the 25 off ship every 6 updates. Every 6 months you get that one. We don't give that one out every single time. Because otherwise you'd have way too much of those and not enough, and there wouldn't be enough ships to kind of use for them, sort of thing.
Mr. Kiwi, you know, I'm sorry you feel that way, but it's not accurate. You know, we unfortunately spend a lot more time reading than we do responding. Now, that's not to say we shouldn't spend more time responding, but
sometimes there's nothing for us to add.
Sometimes I don't have new information to provide you. Like, I'll give you a recent and good example. Well, you don't like the CV rework, and I understand that. You know, I understand there's some negative feedback around the CV rework. I can go in and say I understand, but I don't think that's honestly going to make you feel that much better, right? So my job is to make sure that I gather your feedback and everyone else's and make sure the development team understands, hey, some people don't like this, some people like this, here are the things they like and dislike, and here's probably what you should do. So, but if you have a suggestion for how we can, you know, make you feel better heard, you know, we're always open.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh, I got one pain point out, but now I've got another Alabama sitting right here in front of me too. Would map damage be a thing in the future, like Levolution? Well, we kind of have Levolution in the way of like our thunderstorms a little bit. Whether that gets developed further, I don't know. But we you know, we've been experimenting with some Levolution. Like we had Twilight Battles, we had like the PUBG battle arena style. So maybe.
Yeah, we had a battle royale style. We had, you know, we had the space battles. The team is clearly not afraid to do any type of evolution or innovation. But it is important you guys tell us, you know, what you think of these things.
Mm-hmm.
The team wants to create fun modes. You know, they want to create fun mechanics that kind of change things up from time to time. So.
Yeah, we're definitely always experimenting with bits and pieces. It's okay. I had a feeling I was doing. That's not the best island map for a high island hugging cruiser, unfortunately.
I'm sad about that match.
Yeah, you're just like, oh.
I think I just YOLO'd it unintentionally. So.
Okay, Hort. Right. Okay, thank you, Nubius. I'm sorry we didn't exactly play that great that round. Okay, who's next?
Yeah, Mr. Kiwi, we've talked about CV compensation. You know, we've provided what information we can on that. Obviously, you know, your feedback was taken into account. It's still being provided to the team, and you know, we've kind of provided what compensation is going to be available at the time. Obviously, if you have a larger concern, you should definitely contact our support, and you can talk further with them. That's unfortunately a little outside of what I do at Wargaming.
Yeah, guys. Very much. We'll have more information on the CV rework on the portal, probably closer to the patch once some more tweaks have been made. So just stand by for that. Also, guys, we currently don't have anyone who would like to division with us. So if someone would like to whisper me in game, we still have about. Oh, there we go. Time for a few more rounds left with you guys. Happy to be here hanging out with you. We just want to, hang tight.
Yeah, do that.
Magic Zork asks, what do you think about a choose mode option where basically every player, I know, just likes the feeling when they get 3 caps to a mission. So essentially the ability to choose between like epicenter, domination, standard. The issue with doing more filters in that regards is the more you divide up these categories, the more people you need to fill the categories and the longer matchmaking is going to take. And particularly the less people per style of queue, then you're going to start running into some of the older matchmaking issues that happen after the 3rd minute of the queue being started, such as the DD limitation, essentially numbers limitation. So that's one issue you run into when you start dividing up the queue further into solid categories. Plus, variety is the spice of life. You're not always going to get a standard battle. You're not always going to get epicenter, but it keeps you nimble, it keeps you flexible, and it keeps you going. Okay, Robbie, what are we playing? Sorry.
So that's very philosophical. I was just going to go with, you really want to wait a long time for matches? Because I don't.
Oh.
I want fast matches.
Well, that's because you die quickly.
Aww. Aww. I'm not even gonna play the same boat this time. I'm playing something else. It clearly did not work out for me.
Okay, we have tier 7 again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take the same thing. I'd love to play a CV, but I feel like you'll smack me if I do.
I mean, if you want to play one game.
No, it's okay. I don't want to do a tier 7. I don't like tier 7.
Alright.
Tier 7 is my least favorite tier for no other reason than it's just tier 7. I'm not a big fan of that.
Alright.
Please remove friendly fire. It's annoying.
That's, friendly fire's come up a couple of different times with the team. It's not under consideration right now. This is a PvP game.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to have mechanics in that help create that atmosphere and provide risk along with reward. So the team's not something. It's not something the team is heavily considering right now. We still do see a lot of feedback on it from time to time. Continue to give that to us because again, we do get it to the team.
Wow, there's just a few Missouris on our team.
Hey, I feel good about this.
Mr. Kiwi, yeah, I'm a British-born Australian who lives in America now. Mr. Kiwi asks, well, Radar, would you agree that the forums are flaming forums, given that...
Yeah. I've been doing this about almost 10 years now.
He means working in the gaming industry, not with World of Warships.
not on World of Warships. Working on various games, various products, some of them very large, some of them very small. Forums of all kinds, all types of genres. I have seen some of the most horrible forums that I've probably ever seen on the internet. Our forums are nowhere near, they're not even close. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, they're perfect and everybody's friendly and there's never any problems, but we have a very
it's a lot better than a lot of them.
Community. We have a very friendly community, and I'm generally very pleased with how our forums work. Of course, from time to time we have to do some moderation, and there are things that I obviously want to improve over time.
Yeah, that's something we're working on this year, is a big forum revamp. Cleaning up.
Cammy and I are doing a lot of work right now to start doing some forum improvements and to make sure that we're moving things in a better direction.
Mm-hmm. Are there any plans for heavy cruisers for the British? Cosmic Brandon, at the moment we have not announced anything. We are always looking at ship lines and ship types for all nations across all navies. Best place to see new sneak peeks of ships and information related to the development of the game is going to be the dev blog on Facebook. I'm going to throw that link in the chat right now. And the other thing is, usually when we have big events, such as, for example, Anchor's Way Anaheim. We did have Sub Octavian make a big presentation, which did detail some changes coming into the game. Gamescom in Germany, they announced some bits and pieces as well. And recently, Wargaming Fest released and announced the Soviet battleships and the British carriers. So, yeah, keep an eye on like our big events for the year, and then keep an eye on the dev blog for more information. But I can't definitively be like, oh yeah, we're bringing in British heavy cruisers.
We definitely announce ships pretty far in advance. The development blog, they typically will, sometimes we'll just see a picture and they'll just say, hey, it's coming. And, you know, everybody gets excited because, you know, we all love seeing a ship that we've been asking about for a while actually start to make it into the game, so.
The Alaska is for one, the Exeter.
And the Alaska hype.
Alaska hype.
The Alaska hype is real.
No kidding. Faris Elf says, RadarX, PlanetSide2 forum/Reddit salutes you. Haha, worst around.
Yeah,
No comment?
No, I mean, that was honestly a community I really enjoyed. I remember Farah. Farah was, I believe, an Air King back then. One of our better pilots at the time, so I would say there's definitely some similarities, and I loved working with the PlanetSide community. They were a great group of folks.
Nicholas Dill, I apologize once again, guys. If we don't catch your question, please rewrite it and make sure you @ World of Warships on Twitch and World of Warships official channel on YouTube. That highlights it in our chat, makes it a little bit easier to see for us. We're never intentionally ignoring or avoiding questions, just we sometimes miss them because the chats are moving pretty fast on both ends. Did see another question. Now I can't see it.
What
now.
was it?
I don't know, but we had a lovely comment from Magic Zork. A lot of Warships. Just wanted to thank you. WoWs is basically holding all of my friends from school together because we still develop almost every evening. Of course there are concerns, but it's still the best free-to-play game I've ever seen.
Nice.
Thank you. That's really sweet.
We appreciate that. Alright, I think I figured out part of my problem.
What's that?
I keep following you.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do that.
I know, but I'm kind of trained to do that, and you keep playing Destroyer, so I'm just
okay, so what you're saying is I need to play more
No, I'm not saying
shit.
you should change anything. I need to be more careful with what I'm doing, because I'm just like, oh, I can just do what Fem's doing. No. I have no smoke.
World of Warships, any word on the Monstro marker functionality? I assume that's like drawing on the map for like tactics? If so, nothing. I got nothing for you.
Yep, I've heard nothing as well.
Hey, Hertzchen, thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for bringing in your friends. Hey guys, it's great to see you. Please make the World War I Defeagable class battlecruiser HMS Australia our only battleship. Dude, I would be all down for that, being Australian myself, but unfortunately we can't just go up to the people who make the ship and be like, hey, I'm gonna need you to make this real quick for me.
That's not how it works?
No, unfortunately not.
Man.
Otherwise, by now I would have been like, hey, I'm gonna need everything in purple, please. Thank you.
That's fair.
Oh, Monster Maker marker shows teammate consumable use. No. We are... No details on that at the moment. Will there be options in the future to allow keyboard layout change? You already have the ability to change the hotkeys in-game. And definitely I'm pitching to our ideas man an idea I have about that. Well, functionality, but nothing in stone yet, guys. Raider's just like, huh, okay. How many people... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, I was answering a different question, so if you want to say something before I answer my question.
No, you're good.
Okay. Caleb Lee, how many people working modeling one ship and how long does it take? Typically it's one person per ship, and last time, well, when I was in the St. Petersburg office, December 2017, they had about 15 staff in the model making department.
But yes, making a ship is months and months and months of work. It's not something that's it's done lightly.
Yeah. Exactly. Mr. Snow 5D, any news on what's going to happen to our CV stats after the rework, as it would be a bit unfair for our CV mains to go back from Super Unicum to just Unicum players? It would probably happen pretty similar to what happened when we did the cruiser split, where if you look in your stats, you'll see like the ship name and then in brackets it will say old. So I don't think the stats will be erased or anything. It will probably This is just my opinion. I don't think we have any formal detail, but based on history, one would suggest that we'll just go into an old, like, the stats would be considered old stats, and then the new stats will run under the new ones. Hey, Shales! How you doing? Late. It's late there in Prague? Where Shales is?
Oh, in Prague? Yeah, it's late. Yeah, it's tomorrow there. Almost.
Ken Trevin, when do we get it so we can change server in-game so we can go on the NA server if we want to? It's so bummed that we need 2 profiles to do that. Yeah, we just don't account share across servers. It's just not something we do. Remove Radar? Hey Radar, someone's asking for me to remove you. You better leave.
Alright, sorry. I won't take it personally.
Apparently I've missed another question. Oh, someone did ask about ARP ships. ARP ships, our collaboration with the license holder for their material has concluded at this stage, so we will not be bringing back any ARP content for the time being, as that collaboration has finished.
Which collaboration?
The ARP. Pregio.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're right.
Yeah, that collaboration's just concluded at this time. Robbie, no! Get back symbols. Parade, I didn't intentionally ignore you. We did answer that one early in the stream. We don't have any information on that at this stage, but it is something we have pitched upwards. Is the ocean all caged or still physically alive? What? British aircraft carriers are coming real soon. Yeah. Man, I've done nothing this game.
I've done almost nothing.
Glad I'm in the same boat as you.
That's not good, though.
I guess we are technically in
like somebody's got to do something.
Well, Robbie died, so... Although that's not really a good thing.
I mean, maybe your back's getting sore from carrying me, but...
Okay, guys, I literally just answered that question. You can stop spamming it now. Well, my torpedoes look decent on this Iowa who's moving at very slow speed in the background.
Yeah, he's focused on me.
Ah.
Although you may have just gotten his attention.
Well, I've been shooting at him for the last few minutes. But no, he's probably going to eat best part of 3, if not 4 torpedoes here. 4 it was. Probably actually put my Hydra. Okay, well, if we can get this Iowa on fire, then we're going to be cooking bacon.
Well, you saw that in Missouri, right?
I have now. I'm glad he obviously doesn't have radar out right now, otherwise I'd be boost. Right as I say that, he pops it. Oh, and I got the Prid Hoig in here. Man, I need to get away.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Speed boost.
Because I'm done.
Oh.
I'm not anywhere near you anymore.
Oh, you died.
Yeah. You run the smoke. Resilient, I will say hi.
Ah. Oh, come on, Dirt Beach. Bad place to beach. Bad place to beach. Really bad place to beach. I'm being shot every direction I go.
Imogen, I'm sure she would love that. I think pretty much every employee would love to be a CV or ship captain.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone who would be like, nah.
Yeah, no, I'd prefer to pass.
Yeah, I'm not down for that. All right, well, that didn't go too great for me either.
Well, can't win.
I'd say we can't win them all, but we've only won once.
Yeah, it's not been a good ratio today.
No. Fem, what's my favorite to play? 210. Whereas Radar's is what, 2.6, 2.7?
Yeah, 2.6, 2.7, I'm comfortable.
Thanks, Robbie. I'm sorry we couldn't carry you to victory. We couldn't even carry ourselves. Okay. Mr. McGip. Going again. Oh! Vector says, but if Fem was a CV captain, I'd have a reason to play CV. That's how we make the new rework successful.
That's it.
Oh man, tier 10 again. Man, they're just not a fan of you and putting you out of your comfort zone, are they?
Alright, well, I will play my 1 tier 10.
Okay. I'll go in with a curve first. I'll be a bit slower, so give you an opportunity to be in a safer position.
Alright.
Okay. Why can't they renew the ARP agreement and then turn it into mission change to team the ships? Shadow, it just depends what we're trying to do. And right now we do have agreements with Azure Lane. So we already had that kind of, that particular type of content covered, if you know what I mean. We don't need more of that type of content right now. We're not saying it's going to be impossible for the future. We might bring it back one day. But at the moment, it's not on our radar to do. Yeah, no, definitely don't see it over there.
See what?
I said it's not on our radar to do.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And I'm not seeing it on you, so.
Yeah, no. No,
Yeah.
I get it. You're
Yeah,
good.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
Will we have a chance to buy the space camos with the new run of space battles? Maybe.
It's entirely possible.
I mean, it's one of those things, guys. Any sort of content like skins, ships, that were once for sale, you know, we try not to make content that we can't release again. Speaking of space camos, that's my first one.
Oh, there you go. Caleb, will Warships ever come out for consoles like Xbox or PS4? Yes, they will. You should go to WOWSlegends.com. World of Warships Legends.com is currently in testing. We just had closed beta back in late December. We had a closed beta weekend. A lot of folks jumped in, played the game. I would expect to see more of those very soon. But yes, that is in very active development. We have folks doing alpha testing, and you can expect to see that in the near future.
Marcusberg, are there any ships you've tried to modelize but you couldn't because you couldn't find any trace of blueprint or evidence of its planning? Typically we don't do it in that order. We try and find all the documentation before we try and before we try and make a model of the ship. So typically they have in mind what they'd like to do, and then they look for it, and then they will make the model if they find enough information. But I know, for example, like the Italian ships, we are having holdups on that because it takes a lot to get the records, including blueprints and whatnot, of those ships, just due to the regulations surrounding them. You know, it's not always cut and dry. Hey, can I have the blueprint for your ship real quick? So there's a lot of stuff that can come into it, which can hold up and delay or even prevent a ship being released in game. I've really enjoyed the tier 6 ranked and the tier 6 clan battles. Clan battles were never tier 6, they've always been tier 10. I assume you mean team battles back when we had team battles, but that has been removed now. Thank you for that, and I hope Wargaming keeps mixing it up. That really helps keep the game interesting. Awesome, Dataslav. Thanks for the great feedback. Appreciate it. Maxishine, my in-game name, Femennenly, is based off something that my brother made up for me when I was 12. So it really doesn't have any connections to anything. My brother just made it up for me. And it's just always stuck because I can always get the name on video games. Okay. Could you add a radar master to Stalingrad so it's not too weird that it has radar or something that you wouldn't do? I mean, realistically we could. Will we bother? I mean, is it worth the dev time to go back and put a radar mast on it?
Maybe.
Maybe down the line when if they've got nothing else to do, but like right now with what we've got planned in development, it's probably not a high priority to get that added on. And I mean, never say never. I'm sure if we get like a petition with like 10,000 signatures, I mean, they might listen to that, but essentially it wouldn't be a high priority. While we try and make these ships as historically accurate as possible, you must remember at the end of the day, it is not a simulation game. It is, you know, it's a video game. Nothing's going to be 100% perfect all the time. Have we ever talked about incorporating motor torpedo boats like in Dynamo into the main game? Like the little PT boats? I don't know how they'd stand up against going against like a curve host.
I'm not sure how fun that would be to play. I mean, it would be
Yeah.
probably interesting to add Especially maybe in terms of like some of the operations or scenarios. But
Yeah, well, it features in Dynamo at the moment, which is the Dunkirk operation.
Yeah, I don't know how much fun you would have playing those.
Yeah. That's fine, Shadow. Again, I'm just explaining. You know, that's why the answer is no at the moment. To be fair, I yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
But you went somewhere.
I went somewhere. I started a thought, but I couldn't execute on it.
That is all that matters.
That is all she said. Any idea where you can possibly get the contact list in A to Z order?
Good question.
I mean, we're aware that the chat system is problematic. We're not going to try and sugarcoat that one.
I mean, there are definitely some improvements that could be made.
Yes. Any updates on Submarine gameplay? It was a feature during 2018's Halloween edition. Well, I got for you on
No, it's still something the team is looking into, something the team is still working on. The experiment that we did, you know, it seemed to work out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Folks seem to have a really good time. Obviously, there's a lot that has to happen before this goes into, you know, the regular game, which is why we kind of took this as a baby step. Right now, the team's focused on the CV rework because that is, of course, another major change.
You have the CV.
We want to make sure we get that right.
For sure. We just answered this one, Pro Ace Clutch. Is there going to be an open beta for World of Warships Legends? That is the console version of the game.
Absolutely. You know, we'll absolutely start having more betas. We did a closed beta. It was our first one. We've been running alpha for some time now. So there are folks in testing the game almost every day. But we will definitely need to do an open beta. That's typically when you want to do things like stress testing to see what your servers can handle and things like that. So you can expect to see an open beta in the future.
Mm-hmm. Is there a mode to be able to test ships on dummy ships? Yep. It is called the training room. Okay.
How we doing?
I mean, we're 2 points behind at the moment. We have one more captain then, so we'll get over on points at the moment. There's a lot of heat on this side of the map, which is what I'm trying to navigate around a little bit. Feel sorry for this Kerfos who got himself like well and truly pinned on this back line over here.
I don't feel bad.
Because he's completely broadside to me, pinned on an island. Or pinned behind an island. And he can't turn out of it.
Well, I got a Montana and immediately died, so...
Oh.
That's my contribution to the game.
I appreciate it. Will these skins be available again and when? Again, guys, we really don't announce what's coming in the premium shop until it's released in the premium shop. It's a good chance these skins will make a return at some point or another, but I don't have an exact date for you on that. Unless Radar has one.
Have what?
An exact date on the return for the space skins?
Yes, soon, maybe? Yeah. No, you do not want my voice as a captain, I promise you.
Yeah, you don't.
Even if I just go full Texas drawl, you still don't want that.
Mm-mm.
Like, we can find better people.
Mm-hmm.
I promise.
Any more news on the Russian battleships? Not this stage, but again, guys, if you're looking for information on new content coming to World of Warships, where do we go?
The dev blog.
The dev blog. We'll hit that button so you can get the direct link to the dev blog. Dev blog. Ilias, we love all of our servers, and all of our servers are our favorite. No matter which one you're from, and you know, all servers are equal. Love and war. And shooting ships. Oh man, this poor Kerfos has been in reverse broadside for a while now. This Des Moines is more or less flat to me and stationary. I think I should get back around. What about some free-for-all Battle Royale? We did have a Battle Royale mode during Twilight Battles, which was end of Halloween this year. However, it was not free-for-all because we know we are a team-based game for the majority. How do you feel about a free-for-all? Free-for-all is my dream list thing. I think it would be so much fun.
I mean, it's hard for me to not look at it from game mechanics stand-wise. Like, how do you balance that? How do you make it fun for everybody? Like, if you go on a DV and I go on a battleship, like...
But if you have 8 different ships, all different classes, well,
Sure.
you know, let's say 2 of each class, or maybe only 1 CV per.
Exactly. And then you have to look at matchmaker, and I see a lot of work ahead. I'm not saying it doesn't sound like a cool concept. It definitely sounds like a lot of fun. Just, it would definitely require some work from it.
Hey Fan, put up your plane.
Dr. Wigglespank, the devlog is kind of where the devlog is. Obviously, the larger devlogs we do promote in our news and announcements, but a lot of this information is honestly that higher tier. You know, if you really, really want to know that we're changing, you know, the dispersion on a particular ship
By 0.1 sigma.
in an upcoming, you know, test update later on, you know, this is where you're going to have to go. Everything we announce on the devlog is in the public test notes later on. So we announce this stuff well in advance. After the PT, we announce it, you know, long before live comes out, and we give this information out as soon as possible.
Oh man, I'm going to get 3 high tier cruisers right now. They're all trying to set me on fire.
You seem to still be alive though.
For now. Hey, that's 1 down. Our CV might be able to get the next one. Because I need to get my guns on the other side for PCM. And more planes again. Call for some support. Help me! CV, help me!
Are you using your Hydra? That was a suggestion.
Oh, yes, no, I am now.
Okay.
Hydra isn't going to do too much for me against planes, unfortunately.
You're still alive.
Yeah, yes.
I think there's more.
No, he, oh, yeah, 1 set. Okay. Okay, repair the double fires. I almost have my scout clean up. Frantic tapping.
Man, really seeing you in the zone like this.
Get in the zone. Autos. Yeah. Occasionally it has to happen. When I feel like I need to help carry my team, I will get a little bit heavy focused.
Man.
It doesn't happen too often, but it happens.
This is a close game, so you know you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it could still go either way at the moment. You know, we have a half health CV, half health Montana. Musashi and Yamato are still good, but they're playing very defensively behind. So I just have to be mindful of my health points and what still needs killing and just getting stuff done. Particularly if I'm going to be heavy attacked by the CV for most of the rest of the game, which, given my positioning being closest to him, is highly likely. Then it just means I have to be kind of a little more mindful of what I'm doing with my health points. I can't YOLO dep as much as I can't read its chat as often. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I'm watching chat. Everyone's very excited. You're still alive, and I'm not. Yay. So it's good.
Okay, so now we're back down to 4-4. We just lost our CV2, which gets rid of all of my anti-air support, which is really not good. Okay. And then we just lost our Montana, so now we're behind on points and on caps.
Still pretty close.
Yeah, but the more ships we lose, the worse it's gonna get, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
It's kind of how it works.
It's kind of how it works.
Ooh, one Citadel through the Montana's nose. Caught him on fire. I don't know if he still has a rep up. Doesn't look like it, as he is taking damage. I'm gonna have to start sailing south, though. Oh, he may have just repaired.
Didn't
nice.
Somebody
Yamato got him.
Yep. So that should help.
No, that definitely will help. I can't continue. Much as I. We need a cap. Alright, I gotta go for B. I don't want to go that way because it puts me closer to the CV, which will then be able to essentially just chip damage from me with his planes. So here they are. Oh, he doesn't actually have many left, though, it seems. I don't know how much anti-air left I have either to kind of prevent this from happening.
It's completely understandable. Yeah, it looks like they're coming for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got around the island, so I'm gonna head to B and try and get that capped as I shoot at Yamato. Yamato has significantly more health than me, though.
Hey, Subrenum, thanks for stopping in.
Hey, Mr. Venom, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Okay. I try and stay to angle to Yamato. I want to try and bounce the shots as much as possible.
So Shadow, having commanders and customization, something we've talked about. It's not something that we are currently planning to announce or heavily developing, but we do want your feedback on that. What type of commanders would you like to see? What customization options would you like? Certainly something we're happy to get to the team.
For sure. Keep surviving, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. It's okay, you just keep swimming.
Oh,
nice.
Yamato just got set of it.
I'm totally okay with that. Nice.
Alright.
Okay, we're back in the league, we're still one cap down. I don't think the CV has many, if any, planes left, because I feel like those torpedo bombers would have gotten back to me by now. Fortunately, I do have to go around this island a long way.
Targeted also by a Minotaur, who's in a pretty good position.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think he's going to be able to chip my 20k damage down, particularly when I was mostly narrow to him.
Yamato is perhaps going to do something about that, possibly.
Yeah, if someone can get eyes on him, he is sitting perfectly broad to me in the back. Oh, speaking of perfectly broad to me in the back.
Oh, why don't you say hi?
My plan, I'll jump into the cap, I'll turn my guns, and then just kind of wail on my favorite class, Oh, I'm actually close to crackening! I didn't even realize that!
Yeah, you're pretty close.
I didn't even realize I'd taken out 4 ships. The only thing is, obviously, I lost my plane scout on it.
You did, so...
To get in cap, which for us is more important at this moment, just in case something happens to our Yamato or our Musashi.
They're a couple of points ahead, and it looks like the Yamato's about to take some torps.
Oh no. Oh, that's okay, he's mostly still full health though, and Minotaurs don't do the most damage in the world.
Yeah,
hey, Eagle! Nice to see you. But as soon as I've got this capped, you better believe I'm gonna go chase that Taiho down. Okay, sit and wait.
What do you do in situations like this where you just have to patiently wait?
Usually I get up and grab something to drink.
I know Cammy likes to get ice cream.
Ice cream? Yeah, I'll twiddle my thumb rings. I'll just kind of hang out. I'll pet. Usually this if I'm at home and I have a cat close to me, I'll pat the cat. Oh, I got a few options and bits and pieces really. Okay, got the cap. Looks like our Yamato is gonna go for A, and I'm gonna go back for the Taiho. Maybe. Now Musashi might try and go for C. Yes, our 2 battleships really should have just kind of gone in and kind of pressed out that minnow, but it's okay. Press E. That's a try. Oh, as in to, yeah, nah. I just hold down the button. Revenge UK, they may come back out in the premium store at one point or another. This is the space camp. We've answered this question like 3 times in the last 5 minutes. That's okay. We go in cycles. First it was CV rework, then it was, I don't know. But yes, they are likely to make a return to the store at some point or another. When exactly, we don't have details on.
Oh, the Minotaur is in trouble.
Yeah, and that will swing points in our favor.
Oh, the Yamato's about to eat like 8 torpedoes.
Or no?
Oh, he missed a bunch.
Okay. One is fun. One is fine.
As long as they can take the Monitor out, he's trying to heal though.
Do we need some Curve First power from beyond?
It's gonna be close.
I fired some shots. Yeah, try and get lucky.
Oh, that got him.
Good.
That will do it.
53 seconds, the minnow will die. Still gonna try and chase down this Taiho. Unfortunately, since the black is a reward ship and it is a steal ship, that will not be released as a purchasable ship at this stage.
There are no plans at this time to release that in any other manner other than what's already available.
Yep. Because that would be a bit of a kick in the teeth if you'd earned it, per se. Space camo reticle? That's where I'm going to try and just get myself a little damage. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get my Kraken. Didn't really have the opportunity to, besides trying to drive into the minnow, but we needed the cap, because without the cap we would have lost regardlessly, so I took one for the team in terms of saying goodbye to doing more damage in favor of trying to go kill the CV.
You made the right call.
I made the team player decision for once in my World of Warships career.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good team play.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, we won.
Yay! His success is good. 179k damage from me. 4 kills.
I want to talk about my damage.
Okay.
It wasn't that high.
Can we ever buy coal or steel using real money? I mean, at the moment, the Steel Monsters campaign is available, where you can earn steel by finishing a...
If you mean purchasing it directly with cash, no, there aren't plans at this time to offer these currencies available for direct money.
Yeah. Thank you everyone who's requested to play. We have time probably for one last game, so unfortunately I will not be able to play with, well, we will not be able to play with you the rest of the time. But make sure you guys check out our schedule for when we're gonna next be online. We have the event schedule of all our streams. You can find it here. It is twitch.tv/World of Warships/events. If you go through and you hit remind me for those, you can get notified exactly when we go live, so you won't miss a thing. Occasionally we hold giveaways, occasionally we show you how to play new ships or existing ships in games. We'll give you a really good patch update rundown if you don't like reading the entire patch notes, because they can be a bit tedious. That's why I do it for you. Okay, what are we playing? M4, what would you like to play? Can you play with the Graf Zeppelin? I think my boss will hit me over the head if I do that.
We don't play the Graf Zeppelin.
Not at work.
No.
Not at work. Yes, if you're looking for the reticle, what you need to do is... I guess I better do it.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
You hit escape, go into settings, go to controls, not audio, not graphics, but controls. Right over in the middle, select the crosshair, not dynamic, but static. And it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it's 7. Click it, hit close, escape, and now aim like me.
Wow, you sing it the same way every time?
No, I don't.
Okay, alright.
Oh, we're doing T10 again. Oh, man. Running out of tier 10 boats I like playing.
Alright, well, I know what I'm playing.
Let me see if I can throw a captain on my kingdom.
I'm gonna break protocol and play tier 9.
Ooh. You're like, I don't want to play my Mossware again.
You're
like, I love
good.
that one.
I'm good.
I think I use this. Not, we're gonna use this. Fine. Not fine, but I'm gonna, actually, that's a really bad captain for that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go round 2 of the shimmy. And then a few days later they changed it, so what's up with that? Things change. Sometimes scaring's not good enough.
So, Crazy Dog Game, we do not announce patch dates in advance. We do downtime notifications, usually around the time the patch notes come out. We do have a pretty predictable development cycle, so you guys.
If you pay attention, you can usually
you can
predict
probably guess about the time it's going to be, but no, we don't announce those in advance. The reason for that is sometimes things
change.
Yeah, sometimes things get delayed. Maybe something breaks, and we need a little more testing. There's 100 reasons we don't want to do that.
Smuckers is saying, Radar, in the shipment stream, you said I would get a still campaign after one of the torpedo soup training room battles. Any ideas when I can expect it?
We will have to check our lists.
Okay, I wasn't involved with that, so I don't know.
Yep, I'll have to check with Tragic and make sure that we did those.
When will the Santa boxes end?
With the next update, I believe.
I'm the wrong person to ask
actually, no. I believe those may be done this week.
I've got a feeling they end tonight.
I would go buy your boxes.
Buy your boxes. If you need a link to the premium store, there you go. There's the NA one.
Yeah, I would buy your gifts tonight.
I'm pretty sure it's over the next day or two. They will be finishing.
If you don't, don't blame us. And apologies. I did know the date probably yesterday. But I actually juggle a lot of dates, so.
Yeah. But yeah, if you pay attention to our, when our events start and end, you can usually predict when our patches are gonna drop. But very occasionally, we do need to push patches back or bring them forward, just depending if we have issues or we're ahead of schedule. Sometimes that happens. When should I check back by again? You gonna look at that tomorrow?
What?
The still campaign thing for Smuckers.
Yeah, we'll try and take a look at it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You should send me a 4 p.m.
Send him a 4 p.m.
And I will look into it.
What is that matchmaking puts 2 kamikaze R on one team and the other gets all the D-Day with the worst concealment? I mean, there are 2 kamikazes R, why not put one on each team? That's a matchmaking, I was gonna say feature, but it's not a feature. Quirk. It is something we may address soon, but I can't comment much further than that. Okay. Is the game dying? No.
No. I mean, we're playing it right now.
No. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty healthy to me. I've got good ping, good FPS, I think it's pretty healthy.
Yeah, my ping's pretty good.
Mr. Wizard 1, what I would suggest if you're having issues with your game client and crashing is do an integrity check and repair. You do that by the Wargaming Game Center. It's like a left click and then it's check and repair. Is it true that I only eat hamburgers?
Ooh.
No. I wish I could get away with eating hamburgers only.
You are a fan of hamburgers, though.
I don't mind them.
We've had this conversation. Well, compared to other foods.
Yeah, I don't like tacos.
That are very popular here in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I don't like tacos, but I don't mind me a good burger. I don't think that hit it. I love this game. Thanks, Mark. That's very kind of you to say. I love working on this game. Seems to be a lot of newer players after the new year. A lot of people off school, a lot of people off work, yeah. Not even when the tacos are furry. Definitely not furry tacos. That's disgusting, yeah. What's your favorite food, Rita?
I'm a big fan of barbecue.
Barbecue?
So I'm in the right state.
Yeah, I'd agree with that sentiment.
I did not get good barbecue living in California, so I'm trying to make up for it.
Well, they don't have a lot of a strong force over here, so I might just kind of play top games with the Donskoy and then eventually kind of make my way into A as the Hindenburg and the Kurfürst move out. Because besides the torpedoes that they saw me chuck this way, they don't necessarily know I'm here. What's the cap on karma? I'm currently sitting at 91 karma at the moment. Well, I have the most on the NA server last time we looked, and I have 2,560 at the moment. People kind of like me.
I'm sure there's a cap. It's just probably something else.
I still haven't found the money cap yet.
And we appreciate that you stop trying to do that, because you're gonna break something.
But, I mean, okay. Okay. We'll just throw more torpedoes that way, see if we get lucky.
Sure.
Do bot skill increase as the tier goes up? Yes.
Yep, they get smarter.
If only people did that with age.
Oh, that was mean.
I wasn't specifying anyone specific.
I wasn't specifying anyone.
I was just talking generally.
Iowa, there's somebody behind you.
Do we know the record for the most Solar Warrior achievements on NA? No, but that would be something interesting to find out. Who has the most of each achievement?
That would be interesting.
That'd be kind of like a cool end of year stat.
That would be a cool infographic.
We should make that infographic.
We should. And by we, I mean
Not you.
one of you guys.
Okay, well I almost made my way into A. Haven't done any damage, but you know, I've sat around carefully. I keep seeing people who have German captains with white uniforms. They may be the special captains that originally were purchasable on the premium store that are now available in the arsenal, would be my guess. I'm not certain on that, though. Can I tell you more about the Italian DD? I could. Don't want to. Don't feel like it. Don't know enough about it. Can you imagine The Rock playing this game? I want to see this.
The Rock?
Hmm.
Maybe.
In terms of the Italian DD, what I would suggest is go check out some of the community contributors from around the world when they have it and when they're testing it to try and get some more information on it. I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm not a DD sort of player to begin with, despite me being in a Shimakaze right now, which will die to this gearing. My aim was just kind of to cap out before I did that. Luckily, the Moskva right by me is helping me out quite substantially right now. No, I don't want to roll out my smoke the back way. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to those torps actually. I've decided. Oh, no. Ah, yeah, didn't eat the torps once. Although now, since the gearing's in smoke, this is actually a good opportunity for me to run away, so I think I'm gonna take it. Hi from Poland, good to see you, Okay, I'm gonna go in and take C. The Donskoi is just gonna end up taking A back, but, you know, I deterred them there for a little bit. I stole some of their points. Engine and torpedo tube are out.
It doesn't sound good.
Oh, it's okay. I still got 19k health. Now I'm undetected, so even better. How are you going over that side?
I won't last.
No?
Oh yeah, there's like 8 torpedoes coming at me, so.
Oh.
It's okay, I'm in a very small Musashi and they'll miss.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll do.
Des Moines actually helped me out there, bumping me so I could get back where I wanted to go. I mentioned that I'm heading for the channel. Dawn Squad got down. They didn't recapture A. I don't think they're going to be able to. Seconds to corpse. We have to hold on to those. How long your broadcast is going? I have to start mine. We'll be going for a little bit. Well, actually, no, we're pretty much end of this game. We'll be heading off.
Yep, this will be the end. All good things must come to an end.
When are we going to see French DDs? Maybe eventually. We don't have any published plans about their release date, or even if we're making them yet. The smoker. Gonna work out what this Freddy DeGurb is gonna do before I use my tool. And of course, that.
So Nicholas, make sure that you are watching in the coming days. We'll have a lot more information about CVs available on the website. We'll have a full set of patch notes before the update, which you will be able to see all the CV changes, including the premium CVs, stats, things like that. We want you guys to be well informed when you're jumping into play.
Oh man, I waited so long to get my second set of torpedoes off that someone else nuked him before I got that opportunity. Feels bad, man. Is it true? How does that work? Can you explain, while I play Radar, the legendary modules?
Explain how, what.
Okay, the question slash statement. I've heard that at tier 10 you can unlock modules for your ships. If that is true, how does that work?
Well, since I have only one tier 10 ship.
Oh, you're probably not maybe the best person to ask.
Yeah, that might be true.
Okay, that's okay. I have a few tier 10s, so I'll do a better job. So, various tier 10s is known as a legendary module, and it takes place in place of your 6th slot, and is available for most tier 10s at the moment. Essentially what happens is you'll play your first game in it, and then you'll unlock a personal combat mission for that ship, which will guide you through several stages to complete various missions, various tasks, that you'll then be rewarded with that module for. Now the thing about the module is, while it will help in some areas, it will hinder in others. That way it remains balanced.
See, perfect. Genetically Insane, if you have screenshots regarding abusive behavior, please put in a support ticket. We have customer support folks who work pretty much non-stop going through such tickets, and we do take action against them if they're warranted. So make sure you submit that, and yeah.
Yep. I did just link, guys, to the NA support section. If you're in EU, you will go to the EU one.
Just change that NA to EU, and
pretty much that
should get you there.
Don't like our ship mods. How long before I'll start acquiring an American accent? I've lived in America for about 7 years now. My accent is still what it is.
We're trying. It's okay.
I mean, yeah.
Every now and then we'll like them say y'all.
Y'all is actually one of the more American things I do say.
You can say y'all. I'm gonna start moving you over to something like water.
Water?
Water.
Water.
Change the oil in your car.
No, I get someone to do that for me.
Honestly, Hobo Jedi, because it's funny. I mean, that's why we do some things to our coworkers. Just her sounding more American would be funny to me, because you can't really get rid of all the Australian. So
you take the girl out of Australia, but you can't take the Australia out.
Same. Because every now and then she's just gonna go full Australian and just use a couple of terms that have no idea what she's saying, and yeah, it'll be funnier.
That didn't end up well for me. I was hoping I could get a torpedo or two on the Mossberg, but wasn't me. That's why I don't play DDs very often. Okay, but that does bring us to the end of the stream, guys. Thank you for being here with us. Any parting word, parting thanks, parting statements?
No, thanks for joining us and hanging out on Dip Night.
Yeah, for sure, guys. We've had a lot of fun with you. Make sure you check out when the next World of Warships stream is going to be. The N18, that is Mondays, Wednesdays, and every other Fridays. Or you can just check out the schedule on twitch.tv/World of Warships/events. I've had fun, guys, so we'll see you on the high seas real soon. Take care, guys.